So guys, it's the 20th of March and broad blue sky. We've got quite a few days of good weather, so I've made a start marking out the raised beds for the back garden, and you can see that what I've done is stripped the turf off and I'll make a turf stack over here because that's going to be put back into the beds when they're built. So what I'll probably do is just fold that sheet over there to stop the light getting to it. I've got another black sheet here, so the next step now is to dig out to a depth of only around 4 inches or something like that. Dump the soil onto this other black sheet, which as it dries out I'm going to push it through a safe screening down to 5mm, and then that can go back in the beds. So I'm going to dig out now, and then I'm going to fill the depth with a crusher run, hardcore, and then tamp that down, and then we can put the bricks on top of that. So I'm hoping this week, if all goes well, at least I'll have these 3 constructed anyway. So I'll bring you back in due course. Right guys, excuse me, there we go. Look it out, just spin you around. Quite a fair heap of soil really. As I say, hopefully with this nice weather, we've actually got quite a strong east wind. It'll dry it out enough for me to push through this screed and screed it down to 5mm. And then once the bricks have been laid, we can put a layer of turf, cardboard, soil, and then top it up. That's the idea, and then just repeat the process. So once this side's done, we're going to have I've allowed 2 feet paths. They're going to be covered in cardboard and then membrane and then slate chip-ins, so we've no grass to mow. There'll be a central path here. I think I'm going to allow 30 inches wide for that, and then just do the same here. Not quite sure if we can get another 3 beds because we're thinking about having somewhere for a table and chairs, but we'll have to see because we get an extra hour of sunlight here June, July, August, which we like. So I don't know, we'll see anyway. We might have to just make a smaller bed or something, but we'll see how it goes. So the next thing now is we'll just get some crusher running. Alright guys, here we go. Got the crusher running. Tamped it down. We shouldn't be, I'll check the levels later, but I'm hoping we could just make it up on a bed of mortar anyway. So anyway, it's brought us a nice up to dinner time, so I'll catch you later. So we just spent a bit more time getting some bricks in ready. We've measured the corners out, so we're going to go 3. Going to put the bricks on the side, so we get a little bit of extra height. I'm going to go 3 course high. It should, the way I've measured it, give me 4 foot of internal width and 8 foot of internal length, with a little bit of well, that's going to be, all this will be covered by cardboard anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so I'm off down the plot now to bring up some cardboard and some that 5mm mesh, the riddle thing, and then hopefully tomorrow I'll start laying some bricks. So guys, just another quick update. 21st of March, first raised bed completed. I'm knackered. Anyway, I'm pleased to have got that done. Yeah, it's a little bit not perfectly straight, but hey, come on, I'm not a trained brickie. So I don't know, we're just wondering where we can throw, if we dig this one out, I guess we'll have to throw it over there. It's just where to put everything. But tomorrow the plan is to get some of those turfs, put them upside down in there, and then put a layer of cardboard on top of that. Then wait another day for it to just go off more, and hopefully we can screed this soil back in, and then obviously we can fill that plastic again with another lot. So it's just a case of moving stuff around really, but I think yeah, tomorrow if we get a chance we might dig that out, dump the soil on there, fill up the crusher run, and also I think tomorrow I'm going to try and get my asparagus in because time's getting on. Really could do with getting that in. So we've got another full day tomorrow, but the weather's good, so we've got to try and do what we can as long as we've got good weather. Hi guys, it's Tuesday 22nd of March. What we're looking at here is my second sowing of Bolt Hardy beetroot. The first sowing I showed previously excuse me, wasn't Bolt Hardy, I forget the variety, but it was pretty poor germination. So I ordered some fresh seed of Bolt Hardy, the variety of beetroot which I always grow, and I think the results speak for themselves. It's on a heated propagator, just simply to get them germinated. I'm pretty much sure you can see every single cell has come through. So what I'm going to do now is take those out of the heated propagator and put them into the greenhouse, because once they're through, you know, they need more light. Already you can see they're starting to bend towards the light. So let's get those shifted into the greenhouse. So that's turf put in upside down, and you can see it'll add to the general volume of the bed. It's going to take quite a bit of filling. I think there's about a foot of internal depth. You know, that'll bring it right up to the top, but it doesn't have to be right to the top. Now we'll get the cardboard. Okay, cardboard on. You can see partly where this is. I think I got this last year sometime, don't remember exactly when, but you can see it's already started. It's just been in a pallet bin, and you can see it's started to rot down. Some nice little red worms there. So I'm going to give it a really good soaking now, and then the next thing, whatever horse muck's here, I'm just going to throw that in as well. So if that was about 1.5 trugs, I'm thinking probably 5 trugs would, you know, fill the bed about 2 to 3 inch. Obviously it's going to rot down over time. I fully expect that the level will fall, but that's fine, it's not a problem. You can always top it up later on. So I may get some more, depends how we go on. I think what I'm going to do now, have a look, tidy up, and then I'm going to start digging this one out. As I say, I'm going to throw the soil on there, see how we get on. I'll come back to you later. So just coming up to lunchtime, got that one filled with the crusher run, and got a pile of bricks in ready, and then we've dug this one out. So hopefully this afternoon we'll get that crusher run put into there. We can bring another pile of bricks in on that there, get the wheelbarrow cleaned out ready to mix mortar tomorrow, and all being well we can start laying some more bricks. May see how that is tomorrow in terms of putting it through a riddle, or this afternoon we might go back down the plot and get some more trucks full of horse muck, and then we can just kind of top that up. Anyway, I'll bring you back. Right guys, there we go, we've got bricks loaded ready. As I say, hopefully start laying those tomorrow. We've just been down the plot, so there's about 6.5 trugs of horse muck in there. It's about a 6-inch layer, so we're well on the way and a good day's work. So we're going to clean up now and get a brew. So welcome back guys, another little update for you. Saturday 26th of March, full blue sky. It's really warm out here today for March. It's probably about 18 degrees, it's quite amazing. So I've been working hard. You can see I've got 3 beds done now. In this one we put the plastic over to stop the cats pooing in it. But this is our own soil. We've screened it through a 5mm riddle. I'll show you that in a minute. Probably be mixing some, and there's horse muck obviously underneath there, but we'll be adding to this to cook just within 1 inch over the top, like we've done with this one. So this is the stuff that I bought in. It's still quite wet at the moment, but it should dry out quite nicely. I think it's called black gold or something. But that's the level that we're going to be filling the beds to. So this one, all these clods, if you will, were where I dug the turf out and then dug down about 4 inch. So they've got quite a lot of rooting. So I decided the best plan was probably just to throw them back in to add to the volume, and they'll all rot down over time. It'll be fine. The turf was turned down upside down beneath that, so then we've got about 6-7 trugs of horse muck to on top of that, and then fill up with topsoil. This topsoil I've just dug out here. That's come from behind the greenhouse when I did the footings and everything for that. That was chucked behind there, so I've been digging that out and spreading it out here so it can dry out a bit. And then what I do is I get, that's my homemade sieve, riddle, whatever you want to call it, to say it's 5mm mesh. I put the wheelbarrow on that piece of plastic, the sieve goes over the top of it, and then we just put a few spadefuls at a time and kind of just rub it through, and then the stone falls down onto the sheet, and then we just put it into a trug like this. This is what I did before, and then we just go and dump that somewhere, get rid of it. So yeah, a couple of 2 or 3, well, I don't know how many days, but as soon as it's dried out I'll get on with that. And then this is where I've been digging out from behind here, still maybe a barrow and a half to come out. And then at some point we'll probably put membrane down and maybe some more of this crusher on, 20mm to dust, and then of course need to sort out the rain barrels and everything, but there's no big rush because obviously I've got access to water here. I've got an outside tap. Well, rainwater is better, of course. Everything's hardening off really nicely in the frame there. That's about it, folks, really. Just to say the peas are coming through. Can you see that in there? And let's go and have a quick look. I'm putting loads of cardboard in the bottom of the beds as well, and we're going to cover the grass paths with them and then put membrane and crusher on top of that as well. So yeah, so just a quick update in here. Spinach, sweet peas not through yet. That was the first sowing of beetroot, and you see the difference between fresh seed and then that's chard. Again, various degrees of germination, not the best I've had, certainly. These are the Oregon sugar snap, I think it is. They're just coming through. And the only other thing is that my kale, and if I can get this lid open, the kale and the, God, I can feel the heat there. The blast wave, I think I might leave that off. Cooking in there. Yeah, sorry, kale, dwarf curly green, and January King 3 Savoy cabbage, they're just coming through. Yeah, so it's all go at the moment. The cats have, you know, when I put the asparagus in here, they found that immediately the same night, I think, and started dumping in it. Little devils. So if anybody, you guys out there, knows the best way to make a deterrent to stop cats pooing in your beds, in the raised beds, let me know, will you? Right, we'll leave it there, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Catch you later.